Welcome back to the channel. It's a great opportunity to give an aspiring pilot the basic skills. These skills form the basis of a pilot's future development and will play a major part in every future flight. So today I take Aaron up for an introduction to the basics. So sit back and enjoy.
Come to the middle of the runway, just use your feet. This is a practice session now. Bit of right foot. Go across to the right hand side. Get used to feeling the pedals. One coming here on final now. So now we're going to come across here on the right, go on the grass. 5246, vacating to the grass, east. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabiru 5246, re-entering 19 Murray Bridge. Mind, there's bloody planes everywhere. Here comes another one.
Traffic Murray Bridge, Kilo India 10, final runway 19, a full stop Murray Bridge.
Yeah, 5246, we'll vacate to the grass, east.
Up to the grass?
Yeah, off to the grass again. Very rarely does this happen, I can tell, not too fast.
Southwest of the field, maintaining 3,500 to
okay, where you go?
5 nautical west of the field.
Yeah.
At time 35. Yes.
Always flip it over.
Murray Bridge traffic.
Oh, power. We need a lot of power. Moving. Okay, away you go. Power on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good habit. Make sure you flip that over because it gets caught. Go over to the gravel again. Left foot in a bit, just a touch. Now slow it down. There's a bit of a lip here. We don't want to go back. That's it. Back into the middle of the runway there. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabiru 5246, lining up and rolling 19, departure to the south, Murray Bridge. So come back to the middle, right foot. Doing a last minute check, the flaps are set.
Yeah.
Green. The fuel pump's on. Come to the middle, I'll come with you up here on the stick now. Come to the middle, we're going to accelerate, a bit more to the right. We're going to steer with our feet. Okay, you can't steer with this. Okay, accelerate. The right foot. Full power, right foot, there it is there. Hold it there, and then 40 knots, we're just going to lift the nose, we're just off the ground. About there, hold it there, to the right foot. And the plane will come up when it's ready, there it is there. That smell is the oil I dribbled in there a minute ago, so just straight out there. In a minute we're going to lift the flaps up at about 400 feet, which is where we are now. When we lift them up, the plane will want to sink a little bit. So we need to bring some angle of attack in. Okay, so bring the flaps up, just push the lever up, that's it. Feel it sinking? So you pull that back a little bit. And we're going to go straight out. Going to head down towards the back. So fuel pump can come off. Fuel pump off. Always have a look at which one you're switching off. So those bumps and bumps, that's just the air, there's nothing much you can do about it.
19 is going around.
I'll just have a little sleep here if you like. As I said before, no harm can come up here. There's nothing to flying really, as you can see.
Exactly. Just getting those three wheels back on the ground, right?
That's all it is.
I get too sucked in looking out the window.
That's exactly what you should be doing. So, there's things we can learn here. Can you see the sand dunes over there in the distance?
Yep.
That's the Coorong.
Yep.
So this is Lake Alexandrina here. We come over here to do this sort of work because it's cooler over here, you get less turbulence.
Yeah.
Move accordingly. So now we've got the wind tossing us around, haven't we?
Yep.
So let's see something here. If you just drop the nose a little bit, see there's some white, this side of the lake there's like a white patch of white mountain or something.
Yep.
Just aim toward that. So even though the wind's going to blow you around, that's where you're heading. When we get to 2,500, we're climbing still at the moment, and that's telling us we're climbing 500 foot a minute, which is about normal, right? So we're nearly there now, so then we don't want to keep climbing anymore. So you've got to get a rhythm in your head. We want attitude, power, trim. You'll remember that. So attitude is what looks like at the front. So let's just drop the nose, attitude, to about there. Notice what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Not going up or down, are we? Well, a little bit. So that's attitude. But now we're going faster.
Right.
Because we've leveled
Back it off.
So bring the power back to 2,800. Take a bit more. There. And then the poor man's autopilot, you can get the nose where you want it to be roughly, and then trim it if you need to. Let go of the stick for a minute. Fairly well trimmed. And we're not going up or down. So that's about the trim's right. Okay? If I wanted to, we could pull this back and then trim it back, and it'll trim it to go up.
Yep.
What's going to happen when we go up?
Lose power.
That's fine. Well, not losing power, but we're losing speed, aren't we?
Oh, yep.
Try and keep the wings level as best you can. So we're still climbing. Guess what's going to happen in a minute? It says, I want to go down. Now we're in a thermal now. There we go. So we could bring the nose back to attitude again. That's called the attitude. It's in relation to the horizon.
Yep.
Okay, so there's your attitude. Use the trim lever to hold it roughly there for you. You can adjust it, play with it. You should always be trimming. Feel it up here?
Yep.
Yep. So if it's still pitching up, pitch it down a little bit. Push that forward a little bit. That's it. They go together. They're linked.
Traffic Motor Bridge 04971.
Going out to the
northeastern training
right of it.
Operating between 2,500 and 500 for the next 15 minutes. Motor Bridge.
See where the nose is?
Yep.
So push it down again. Otherwise you're going to be climbing.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to climb too high. Now that's alright. That's good. So you're constantly pushing the nose up or down,
So push
and then
that
trim
forward.
it down, yeah. Or if you want to bring it, there it is. You should be able to let go of it, roughly. And it should be fairly stable. And the wind will push it around. Here it goes again. See that? So just pitch it forward. Otherwise you just keep climbing until you'll be in heaven next. I don't want to go left, I want to go straight, so push it around, mate. The plane will do what it wants to do unless you control it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the nose is up again. So if we get it trimmed, to show how good the trim can be, now the wind is going to pick up a wing and keep moving it, right? But remember I talked about trusting the aeroplane before?
Yeah.
On the ground? So what I want you to do is I want you to take your hand off the stick altogether. I might bring it back again if the wing drops, but hold your arms, take your hand off the throttle and just let it go. Wherever it goes, it'll go. It's going left, isn't it?
Yep.
So be it. So who's in control, you or the plane?
Plane?
Absolutely. So now we're coming down. It'll do this all day until we run out of fuel.
Really?
Yep. Or we hit the ground, one of the two. So this is the lesson I'm trying to show you here is that you've got to trust the aeroplane.
Yep.
Now, it won't fall over, you won't fall out, all that sort of stuff, but it's starting to turn more and more, and I don't want it to turn, I want it to come to the right. I'm not flying it really, I'm just trying to make it go where I want it to go.
Yep.
And look out the window.
Are you doing anything with your feet?
No. Now it's climbing, see?
Yep.
What happens? It goes slow. That's alright, won't fall. If I can't climb anymore, I'll go down again. Now it's going faster, isn't it? As we go down, getting faster. As it gets faster, remember to talk velocity?
Yep.
We get lift.
Right.
Up she comes, look.
That's unreal.
I'm just going to straighten the wings up because we're going around in circles. Now we're climbing, it's doing it all on its own. I'm not touching, I'm just keeping it level. So it's running at a puff now, so we're starting to fall. Coming down, gaining speed. Gain speed, we get lift. Once we got lift, it says I want to go up again. So it pushes itself up again.
That's crazy. I like that.
It's a good lesson, isn't it?
That's really good.
We're not going to touch it, we're just going to fly. It's you understanding the plane doesn't need you to fly. It needs petrol, but it needs you to find home again. I happen to know where home is. It doesn't know where that is. But you can see how so the plane flies itself.
Yeah.
So one of the things you weren't doing it, but a lot of pilots tend to overcorrect.
Yep.
You know, they're constantly doing all this.
Yep.
Don't do that. It doesn't help at all. If I want to go left, I just push it to the left. To go left. But I want it to go left.
Yep.
I often use the analogy it's a horse. You ever ridden a horse?
Yeah.
Okay, who wins if you don't? Who wins?
The horse always wins.
Exactly, unless you control it.
Yeah.
Right? It wants to be controlled, doesn't it? Otherwise it'll do its own thing. Power back a little. So, the lesson I want you to take away today is don't over-control and just get the plane to do what you want it to do.
Yep.
Okay? So if I said to the plane now, I want to go left, it's not going to go left, is it?
Yeah.
But what do you do with a horse if you want to go left? You can,
Yeah.
right? Or use the reins, whatever. I don't ride horses, but I've rode one and fell off it, so I don't want to do it again. But it's a bit. Come around to the left here. For now, I want to. If I say 1, 2, 3, I want you to take your feet off the pedals and bring them up to the seat.
Yep.
Right? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Change the centre.
We've changed the pitch, haven't we?
Yeah.
By just moving our feet. And we're climbing because we pitched this angle of attack lever we talked about.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Increasing our lift because we changed the centre of gravity.
Yeah.
Put your feet out. Down she comes. As it comes down, what's it going to do?
Faster.
Gain speed. Just like a motor car. Gain speed, velocity, we get lift, come up again. So you could see yourself doing this all day long, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Change frequency here. We could do this all day long, but your job now is to work out how can I manage it so I have control of the horse. So I don't want to go, I want to fly along at 2,900.
Climbed up a bit.
That doesn't matter. 2,900. So it'll do this oscillating thing unless we have it trimmed nicely.
Yep.
So this becomes something, I would want to see your hand coming down here all the time.
Right.
Every time you say I want to go up, okay, let's pitch it up. And I want to climb, I can trim it where I want it, about 90 knots. That trim is doing the work.
Yep.
I'm just trying to keep the wings level here.
And you're using that speed to climb at a rate that you want it to, don't you?
Well, normally we say always climb at full power.
Right.
Always. Okay? It's not a motor car. Don't hammer the engine, obviously, but if I want to climb, but I've got two things. Let's just level off here again. So if I hold it, so we're straight and level here, right?
Yep.
At 3,100, I can go full power and not climb.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm pushing it forward.
Yeah.
Because it wants to go up. I'm stopping it. So now I'm doing 110 knots, but we're not climbing.
Yeah.
But if I said I wanted it to climb, I've got to pitch it up. And now I can control my airspeed by the pitch.
Yep.
So I want to climb up at about 85 knots. Nice, 90 knots. 1,000 foot a minute.
Yep.
And I can pitch it, can trim it, to hold it there for me. We're climbing at 80 knots, 1,000 foot a minute. We're in a bit of a thermal here at the moment. About 500's normal. So, we are climbing. So let's keep coming, we'll do a nice gentle turn to the left. So this is the next part of the equation. When we turn, just keep coming around a little. It'll be over the water. But
Touchdown traffic, motor glider Golf Papa Mike, midfield crosswind for 20 blind account.
so what we don't want to do is we want to fly as efficiently as we can. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Red Dot traffic, helicopter India departure area,
Around.
overhead to South Arrow Reservoir, 1,600, tracking north, inbound on the
So-
central Red Dot.
If you look out the front, we're flying straight.
Yep.
Okay? Tell me what this looks like now if I do this.
Like you're yawing it.
We're yawning. Okay, we're flying sideways, aren't we?
Yep.
A bit uncomfortable. See the little ball there?
Ah, yeah.
Bring it back again.
Yeah, right.
Okay? So when... I don't mind if it's like half a ball out. That's neither here nor there in the scheme of things. But if we were to do a turn, we don't want to do a skidding turn.
Right.
You rode motorbikes, obviously.
Yep.
If you go round a corner and you've got friction on the ground, so you lean it, okay, but the wheels are gripping the ground. We don't have it up here. So when we turn, if we just use the rudder to turn, it'll turn, but look at the ball.
Ah, yeah.
Because we didn't turn the whole aircraft, we
Yeah,
just
right.
turned the rudder, right? So to do the turn, we need to
Bit of
use
both.
the both. So now just gently do a nice bank turn to the left, so a little bit of left foot, a little bit of left step. Bit of right foot, just too much. There it is in the field. There it is. Look out the window, turning beautifully. Right, now come out of it again. Bit of right foot, right stick, look at the ball. Don't fixate on it.
Ah, yeah.
Get the idea?
Yep.
And generally speaking, in a turn, if the ball is out to say to the right, use the right foot to fix it.
Right.
Or if it's out to the left, use the left foot.
Yep.
Step on the ball, whichever's the high ball.
Right.
That's the way I
Ah,
remember it.
yep.
Okay, so if we come over here and I get the ball over there, there's the left one, put a left foot, push the left
Ah,
foot in.
yep.
Too much, that's fine, use the right. There we are.
Yep.
Nice turn. That's how it should look out the window.
Yeah, right.
Notice how it's not...
Ah, you're looking at the angle of the wing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right.
So we're doing 2,800 revs. We're doing 90, 95 knots. We're not going up or down. A perfect turn.
Yep. Yep.
And you do this all day long. And if you find you start to come down a little bit,
Point the nose.
don't come down, just pitch it up a little bit.
Yep.
Want to hold it at around about 3,100. And it doesn't have to be steep. We're not looking for steep turns. We just look for a nice, smooth. Okay, so that was one going to the left. Now let's try one to the right.
Yeah, that always gets you, doesn't it?
Well, it's different because you're on that side. Now see where the nose is going? Going up, isn't it? Look,
Ah, yep.
that's about there. Or the bank about there. Bit of right foot, just a touch of right foot. There it is there. Up again. Perfect. These are basic skills, they're fundamental skills.
Down traffic, glider
Out of
Golf
it.
Uniform Alpha, turning final for 20.
Come out of that turn. Right and level. That picture out the front, wherever the nose cone is, in relation to the horizon,
Yeah. Set
that
that.
you have to, in your brain, whatever your eye level,
Yeah.
you've got to remember where that is.
That
You
gap.
don't want to see that,
Yeah.
and you don't want to see that. You want to see that. Perfect straight level. Do this all day. So there's a road there, that's Long Bitumen Road, so follow that, straighten her up on that road, just roughly follow it, that's it, nice and smooth. Very nice. That's a nice turnout. You don't want to jerk it and
Yep.
throw it around. It'll just make you and your passengers feel unwell.
I don't deal well with turbulence, eh? That's
No.
one thing I'm worried about.
So you'll get used to it.
I don't know.
Yeah, you will.
You reckon?
Yeah, yeah. So I want to start coming down, and I want to come down to 3,000 feet, but I want to come down while I'm turning left. So think about it for a while. So you know you've got to bank it.
Yep.
So you bank it and get your foot in. So start the turn, and then bring the power back slowly. That's going to lose lift. Remember power velocity? That's it. Just bring it back a bit more. Out there. And we'll start to come down while we're turning.
Yeah, right.
And I want to come down a little bit faster, so bring it back a little bit more. Out there. We've taken lift away, haven't we?
Yeah.
We can pitch it if we want to, but we won't be able to go up again because we haven't got the airspeed. So there we are at 3,500. Now I want to gently come out of the turn and start the turn to the right as I come down. Very nice turn. Ball centre, that's good. And then ease it into the right. But we've pitched up a little bit, so we're coming up again. That's it. So just the view, remember how the nose was before, we just need it down a little bit lower. Come down about 500 foot a minute. So if we want to come down faster, we could either pitch it down, or we could take more power off. Good part about having a little bit of power on is it keeps the engine warm.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, we don't want to shock the engine.
Yep.
So we're nearly at 3,000, so keep coming around. You can then stop the turn about now. Come out of the turn nice and smooth. Get the attitude right and put some power on. 2,800. It'll give us some lift and stop this descent. 2,800, keep going. More. Power. Power. There it is there. And there's our view out the front again. Okay, so we're at 3,000 feet now, right? So I want to climb to 4,000 feet, and I want a climbing turn to the left. So I want to climb and bank left.
Right, support.
Think it through, there's no rush.
Put the power on.
Yeah,
And
you've got to power, so ease the power on to full power. Push. Now bank it left and pitch it up. Pitch it up, don't make it too far. 500 foot a minute's about right, so you're climbing correctly. Ball's in the middle. So when we get to 3,500, change the turn and we'll roll it to the right. Climb the other 500. $85 knots, beautiful climb out, 500 foot a minute, ball centred. I'll get out of it now if you like.
go shoot.
But just before it gets to 4,000, attitude, power, trim, straight level. It takes a while for it to settle. That's it there, get the attitude right. About there. Power back to 2,800. And trim it to hold it there. If you need the trim. Oh, perfect. Coming up a little bit, just trim it forward, just a touch.
I've learnt more than the last 30 minutes than I have in about 3 years. That's amazing.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, that was really good.
So let's go back towards Murray Bridge now. We're getting a bit too close to... so head to the right. There's a saying in aviation, there's a guy in America I follow on YouTube. His slogan is a good pilot is always learning. You never stop. I've been doing it for 10, 12 years now. I'm still learning every day.
Yeah.
I learn from watching other people. I learn from reading. Always something to learn.
You know, the only thing you could have said better then was, I've been doing this for 3 or 4 months now.
I've only been instructing for 3 weeks, but
Yeah.
So there's Murray Bridge Township there. So the airfields. In fact, I can see the airfield. You see just about on your nose.
On the nose,
It's
yeah.
a little yellow strip.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20 miles away.